Meanwhile, at the CA headquarters, Warhammer! Give us Warhammer! Pergamon needs to be buffed, bro! Yes, yes. My plan, it finally comes to fruition. What's up, guys? Blade Master here. Going to be bringing you another Total War Rome 2 Online 1v1. This is going to be this is going to be fought in Blade Balance mod. It's really excited. It's going to be an awesome game. By the way, if you guys want to play a match in Blade Balance but you can't find anyone else to play with, just go to the mod page. The mod page is given in the description, and go to the discussions tab. Actually, I'll just put the discussions in the discussion tab link in the description, and I've started a thread there where you can just post your time zone, and if you see anyone else who's got the same time zone as you, you can easily organize a game with him. So it's just going to be easier for you guys to play Blade Balance from dance. So I have taken Pergamon in this matchup, and my opponent Hymakis has taken Carthage. The reason why I've taken Pergamon is because there's a lot of changes. Pergamon is definitely one of the factions that's gotten a larger number of changes, a larger number of buffs, so to speak, compared to other factions, because they literally were the worst faction in the game before this. So let's take a look at what I've brought. I brought a total of 4 Levy Pikemen, a total of 3 archers, 1 in the center, 2 on the flanks. I've also brought a total of 4 Galatian swords and a couple of Agima spears, with 1 Hippias lancer in the center and a total of 4 Pergamene noble cavalry. So these Pergamene noble cavalry, the first unit in Pergamon that you would never ever see in a Pergamon build. That's how shit they were. I mean, Pergamon is a terrible faction as it is, but even in the worst Pergamon army, you would never see Pergamene noble cav being brought in any situation. Fucking cheeky screenshot. My screenshot skills are getting like much better by the day. So you would never see people bring Pergamene noble cav because they had such poor armor. The charge bonus was good, but they just would never do anything to enemy units in general. Like their charge bonus was at 76 and their melee attack was at like 45 or 46. Just would not be too expensive for them to be anywhere near worth it. The second unit that you would never see Pergamon bring, but were unique to Pergamon, are these guys, the Agima spears. And the Agima spears are a really cool unit because they're basically Thuria spears with steroids. But unfortunately, something went wrong in the steroid formula, and these guys just turned out to be horrible mutations that no one ever brought. just fucking ancient era Frankenstein monsters. But we've buffed both of them, Aronko and I. We've given Agima spears a higher charge bonus. They have a 32 charge bonus, which is very good. And of course, the biggest buff is that now they're very heavy, that mass, instead of being medium. So that increases their impact damage. It gives them a whole bunch of tankiness. Generally improves them a huge amount. The Pergamene Noble Cav is another unit that we gave a lot of buffs to. Of course, all the Elite Shock Cavalry have Trample, which greatly improves Pergamene Noble Cav, especially because it's a very charge-reliant shock cavalry, more so than maybe something like a Cataphract. We've also given them plus 5 melee attack. It's all the way up to 50 now, and we've given them 6 extra charge bonus. So now at 82 charge bonus, they are literally the highest charge cavalry in the game. They can one-shot a lot of shitty cavalry units. They can one-shot a lot of shitty sword infantry, spear infantry. Just very deadly on the charge. But they still have the major weakness in low armor, so they can get slaughtered very quickly, just as quickly as they kill enemy units. Now, Hymakis, on the other hand, has brought a couple of mercenary Numidian noble cavalry. These are, of course, another unit that got changed in Blade Balance. They, along with all other 41 missile damage skirmish cavalry, have 10 ammunition instead of 7, which really improves their late game capabilities. You don't want those really elite level javelins being fired at you at the end of the game. He's also brought a total of 4 Libyan infantry and a couple of mercenary Scutari. He's brought a total of 3 late Libyan hoplites, 2 mercenary companion, of course, another unit that was buffed, and a couple of Carthaginian cavalry with a general bodyguard unit. Now you can see with Pergamon, I've initially deployed my 4 Levy pikes in a single line. But since I saw him, spread out his army, I decided to just follow suit. This is played before the buff to pikes, and pikes are going to get buffed real soon. It's not going to be massive. We're just going to make them respond faster. Hopefully, that's what we're hoping for. Let's see how it works. So I saw him spread out his army. Then I realized that a 4 pike line like this is not going to do anything. They're not going to attack up in front. If anything, if they do decide to attack, he's just going to be able to pull out very quickly. So I've never done this before. So I was like, why not just give it a try? I move 1 pike to each, contingent. The thing with Pergamon now is that because the Pergamene Noble Cavalry are so good in 1v1 engagements, you kind of want to spread them out all the way to the flanks. That's how I would like to use them. Spread them out all the way to the flanks, and then let them get into just clear 1v1 engagements where they can really prove their worth. As you can see over here, they're going to charge into a companion cav with trample. They have a whole fucking 123 charge bonus, and they get 13 kills on Noble Cavalry, on Mercenary Companion Cavalry on the charge, 16 kills on Mercenary Companion just on the charge. About to get 20. They're about to get a single XP chevron right at the start of their charge. That is how insane they are on the charge. Now this Pergamene Noble Cav is going to get another trample charge on Carthaginian Cav, slaughtered 13 units right at the start of the game. Sorry, at the start of the charge, and then get a little bit of a pull through, and then hit some of the Mercenary Scutari, getting like 12 kills, almost 20 kills now on Mercenary Scutari in the process. They are, like I said before, the cavalry that most resembles Attila cavalry right now, but they are, of course, very, very fragile. As you can see here, this Pergamene Noble Cavalry already down to 16 because of the timely help of this late Libyan hoplites. Also brought a Galatian sword here, but it's managed to kill off a Mercenary Companion Cav that's a 1290 talent unit, and generally incredibly strong unit that the Pergamene Noble Cav just slaughtered in an instant, basically. The Carthaginian Cavalry doing well. In many situations, I think using trample on the Pergamene Noble Cavalry is more of a curse than a boost, especially in situations like this. It's made their melee attack almost non-existent because when they're exhausted, they don't have good melee attack, and their melee attack really helps them out a lot. 50 melee attack is amazing. Here you can see my Hippeus Lancer in the center, just charging straight into a Libyan infantry. I do not use trample because more than anything I want the Hippeus Lancer to last me to the end of the game. Having Pergamene Noble Cav at the end of the game is awesome, but I just don't see them being able to make it. Always under constant threat from Hyamachus's Numidian Noble Cavalry, but he's not being very aggressive with them. He is being aggressive with this one on my left flank. So I turned around my Agema Spear General. My Galatian Swords managed to destroy a lot of the late Libyan infantry, and the Companion Cav. The Carthaginian Cav is coming in, and they are going to get a counter charge. So the Galatian Swords will have done really, really well. This Galatian Sword charged into Libyan infantry and will prove to be very cost effective in that engagement. Here archers firing into Libyan infantry, and I'm slowly and steadily just withdrawing my right flank, putting them more into the center, consolidating my troops. My Hippeus Lancer pulling back now, get caught a little bit by his Numidian Noble Cavalry. His Numidian Nobles are threatening, so I foolishly put trample on, thinking that it improves charge bonus. Thinking it improves acceleration. It doesn't, and my Hippeus Lancer just never make it to the Numidian Noble Cavalry. What a fucking noob move. Agema Spears here at 24 kills, almost got a single XP shot when they slaughtered that Carthaginian Cav, I think. And the Galatian Swords proving to be very cost effective. The Mercy Scutari will make short work of them, but they have proven to be very, very good units so far. Hippeus Lancer already taken 9 casualties from those Mercy Numidian Nobles, 6 casualties from the Numidian Nobles. Here, Levy Pikemen managed to engage some of the Libyan infantry. The Libyan infantry are going to do very well. These guys are spread far too thin, so the Libyan infantry will just be able to push through the pikes and just attack them, very easily. But I am bringing my Hippeus Lancer around. Meanwhile, this engagement hasn't taken place yet. You can see I've kept 1 pike behind this archer because I need to protect this archer from the enemy Numidian Noble Cavalry. I don't have any other, skirmish units. You can see his Numidian Nobles trying to threaten here. My archers are really only on Numidian Noble duty. I'm leaving it to my Hippeus Lancer and my pike line to hold off the frontal, the Libyan infantry main line. Now my Hippeus Lancer got a charge on, a combination of late Libyans and Libyan infantry. And you can see I've consolidated my force there. And now the Hippeus Lancer are going to come in for a pretty strong charge, but they are exhausted at this point. They're very tired at the very least. Still, they're going to knock the fuck down out of these Libyan infantry and just slaughter a bunch of them on the charge. They're down to 49 men. They've not done too much, but getting ping-ponging between units like this, getting counter charges like that is just going to rack them up the kills very, very quickly. And these Libyan infantry, the late Libyan hoplites are destroyed. The Libyan infantry should do pretty decently. But I've got my Pergamene Noble Cavalry here that's running rampant. It's just prowling. It's on the prowl. And it is about to charge into... it's about to charge into some very, very unfortunate Libyan infantry. Right into their rear. Destroy them on the charge. Well, at least I thought. Yeah, they are. Even without trample, they're going to get a lot of kills. Um, Meanwhile, Numidian Noble's still back, still not really made an impact in the game. But I'm losing a lot of Levy Pikes. I have one less Levy Pike now. This Levy Pike has gotten 15 kills. I've lost 2 Pergamon Noble Cavalry. My Hippeus Lancer is down all the way to only 20 men at this point. I'm forced to pull away my Pergamon Noble Cav so that they can charge into this Mercenary Companion. Let's see if they do get a charge. Do they? Yeah, they do. At the last second, they do. I also use Trample on them, just so that I can maximize their killing power in the first instance. So yeah, I kill off a lot of the Mercenary Companion off the charge. And you have to realize that this is not a good charge. It was a last second charge. It wasn't perfectly, the angle wasn't perfect here. This Pergamon Noble Cap also gets a charge in, but he very wisely, Hymakis brings up his Carthaginian Cap to chase after them. So they're having a lot of trouble chasing or running away. And you can see a lot of them are dying now in the process. They're all the way down to 37 men. So it's very easy to not make these guys cost effective. But with, they are just so strong if you can get them into decent isolated engagements. Here, this Pergamon Noble Cap already got a single SP shot run by just slaughtering the the Companion Cap. But it seems like 40 out of the 40 kills, some of them were on maybe Libyan infantry or something else. So his Numidian Noble Cap are running rampant now, but they haven't gotten many kills yet. Only 18 kills with this one. Again, my Levy Pike proving to be a very useful unit like this, just warding off the Numidian Noble Cavalry while my archers fire in from behind. Agima Spears here haven't gotten any kills. This one Galatian Sword is holding off 2 Libyan infantry, while my Agima Spears just slaughtered the Carthaginian cavalry with their javelins, with their javelins. Companion Cav is down to 37 men. My Pergamon Noble Cav is at 30 men and is fresh. I should try and intercept these Companion Cav. There we go. I am going to intercept these Companion Cav. They throw a javelin which actually kills 3 of my Pergamon Noble Cav. So in that sense, the Companions are just so good. Awesome units. But my Pergamon Noble Cav will get a lot of kills on them. My Agima Spears just slaughters the last remaining mercenary Scutari, taking only 2 kills and 2 casualties in the process. Now I'm forced to hurriedly reform my archer line because his 2 mercenary Numidian Noble Cavalry can be such a devastating threat now, especially in late game. I'm sure some of them still have a lot of ammo. And that's why when they're charging in, I'm just going to use my Levy Pikes to screen them off. Because sure, the Levy Pikes are more expensive than the archers. These are very 250 talent archers, very cheap ones. But they're the only way I can really kill off the mercenary Numidian nobles easily. And some of these Numidian nobles, they're going to charge in. But my pikes are ready, so at least one of them is going to take some damage. Only 6 kills with 1 Levy Pike. Let's see, what about the other? The other has gotten 55 kills somehow. Not really sure how, but my Pergamon Noble Cav over there dies. Disappointed, but what else can you expect against Companion Cav? Companion Cav are super strong, but their lower missile block chance is going to be a crucial factor here. We've given them 5% less missile block chance to make them a little less strong, and they're taking fire from my archers. Archers are quickly racking up the experience points there. Agima Spears here charged into mercenary Scutari. They've done a decent bit of damage. Now I'm forced to reform them into square because he's charging in with Carthaginian Cav. The Agima Spears are very deadly against cavalry though. And now since they're very heavy, they will take it's going to be harder for you to just slaughter them on the charge. The mercenary companion down to 8 men. I put my general in square, and the companions are taking fire from my archers in the process, and they are just about dead. They've still done pretty decently, but these are units that could have just slaughtered my entire infantry line if left unchecked. Galatian swords here charging into Libyan infantry, again screening off the mercenary Numidian nobles with my Galatian swords here when pulling back my archers. That is still a very crucial thing if I want to win this game. Still very close because he still has 2 full strength, almost full strength mercenary Numidian nobles. This Galatian swords is going to take it from these Numidian nobles. They have very good weapon damage, good charge, excellent melee attack. So the Galatian swords won't get too many kills, but again my Agima Spears general is going to come in to help, and they are again going to prove to be quite the MVP here. Get a lot of kills. My general has already got a double XP chevron. Here my Levy Pike is going to charge, or is going to get charged by late Libyan Hoplites. Not really sure why he wanted to charge his Libyan Hoplites there. But here his Numidian nobles are running rampant now. That's a huge problem. fighting in with my archers, but the Numidian nobles have a good bit of armor, I believe. No, they only have 45 armor. It's just that the archers suck. They're a pretty shit unit. Yeah, that's, you get what you paid for, basically. And some of the Numidian nobles just get caught at the front of my pikes, but he's forced to use them like that so he can get a rear charge with his general and bodyguard. So these Levy pikemen almost about to get a single XP chevron. Cool. When do you ever see that happening? At least in a Blade Master video. The Gema Spear's general, 106 kills, still with 100 men left. My Levy pikemen laid waste to that lately been hopliday. His Mercy Scutari has done very well. 94 kills, killed off my second Agema Spears. And it is looking decent for me. My general is still alive at 104 men. I still have 2 archers, although both of them are severely depleted. But the odds can very easily turn into his favor because I have apart from my general, who coincidentally has Encourage, which is going to help a lot. And the Galatian swords also have shit morale. The Levy pikemen have dog shit morale, and the archers have even more dog shit morale than that. So his general is going to charge in. My archers are just pouring in fire from the distance, and the general and bodyguard is really not going to like getting fighting up against Agema Spears like this. He has this very important mercenary Scutari at 82 men left though, and if they get a rear charge onto my Levy pikes like this, I'm basically fucked. The Mercenary Scutari will do very well even against my Agema Spears. I mean, Agema Spears at the end of the day are not great units. They have a good charge bonus, so they'll do a lot of kills, get a lot of kills on the charge. But besides that, I wouldn't really expect them to do very well against Mercenary Scutari, which is why I'm bringing my Galatian swords here. And the Galatian swords actually managed to get a good charge in. Oh shit! Oh shit! Whoa! Whoa! No! I want to take that screenshot. Fuck. Okay, let's put this in slow motion. Ah, God damn it! I love that animation. I've only seen that a couple times so far. It's like literally when they charge and just beat down the enemy unit. So the Scutari have lost a ton of men there. Galatian swords, 122 kills. My general is just getting charged at again and again and again. But since I can put them in square, and now that they've lost all their javelins, they have the full bracing bonus of square. I don't need to worry too much about getting charged. And his general has gotten caught by the front of my pikes. Luckily, his Scutari weren't able to charge the rear of my pikes because I brought my Galatian swords to countercharge them. So now I've turned my pikes around. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Well, I set an attack order onto his general. So they're going to slowly poke them out, but the general is not going to really care about that. They've lost like 3 more men. And what am I doing now? Oh, I've set an attack order on the Mercenary Scutari. So now the general is going to charge into my Agema Spears. They're dropping, but they're not dropping nearly as quickly as they would in vanilla Rome 2. The Mercenary Numidian Noble Cav down to 4 men. That's the semi morale that's come into play, sorry. And his general bodyguard down to 13 men. They're going to rear charge my Levy pike line. And these guys are attacked in the rear. They got charged at by Scutari, so these Levy pikes are basically dead. They've gotten 98 kills, which honestly is not too bad. And the other one has got 68 kills and a single XP chevron. And right now, I mean, his Scutari is at how many units? 51 units. The general recently died. I'm going to be able to win this. I'm going to be able to scratch out a victory with Pergamon against Carthage. Carthage, definitely one of the better factions in Blade Balance. I would say one of the power factions that put it up there. And Pergamon, I don't think is all that great, but it's definitely it's viable, as you can see in this battle. Still lack a huge component in their army, which is the meat shield, which is the very humble meat shield. It's going to come in for another charge here, and it's costly victory for me. So yeah, very fun game, pretty epic game. My Galatian swords did very well, and surprise, my Levy pike actually did pretty decently. This is when they had a 5 bonus for his infantry. One of my archers got a lot of kills on the Numidian Noble Cavalry, and I think my Pergamene Noble Cav, kind of a disappointment, but they fought up against. I put them in the wrong situations. Like, 2 of the situations were good. This mercenary companion over here only got 8 kills, a testament to that first charge. But the other ones, I just used too haphazardly, basically. They lack the armor and the staying power for you to just YOLO front charge into enemy, main lines. The base lancers did pretty decently. So yeah, you have to use the Pergamene Noble Cav a bit more, what's the word, safe, But if you can use them that way, they are just going to be the deadliest cavalry force in the game. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this battle and stay tuned for more. Peace!